Hello, this is Bridget Rau with Divine Essentials. Alright everybody, we're going to do the pick-up bio. I did a survey, and survey says what they want from you. It's not even like proper English, but we're going to find out what they want from you. And yeah, and I know you guys also wanted to know about new love, so I will do a new love one next time, okay? And Friday night, midnight, Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time that is for you, because you could be anywhere, but I'm going to be doing a live, and it's going to be called Tarot and Treats, because I was sent a big, yum-yum box to eat. So I was like, alright, I'll go live and do some free readings and eat my treats and just hang out with you guys. So if you're interested in that, come see me Friday night, Friday the 13th, not too long from now, actually, because now it's Thursday morning, very early, okay, 4 a.m. Thursday morning now that I'm recording, because everything I try to do gets messed up. I was planning to record this at 1 a.m., but nope. So, pick your pile, pick your crystal, pick your pillar. We have the obsidian rutilated quartz. We have, oh my goodness, Bridget, what is this called? The blue one. And then we have the amethyst one. Oh my god, it's going to drive me insane. This is the Egyptian stone. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm not going to kill myself about it, but pick your pile, pick your pillar, pick the stone that makes you feel something. I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit. And I'll probably have the name written down with that one, because it's going to be in my mind. So we're going to start with number 1 at 207. Alright guys, so I pulled out a lot of cards for this. I may not give you like tons of information on each card, but we'll see what comes through. I'm using a lot of my decks. I'm using a couple from the Fire Witch Tarot, and this one I forget the name of, but I will put it down. I always put the decks down in the description box. All of my decks are always listed in the description box. But this is like a goddess one, so this is for my divine feminines out there. You've got abundantia, prosperity, and Guinevere, true love. So the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So you could be having an abundance of opportunities coming to you right now. It could be within love. It could be just in general. You could be having a lot of amazing prosperity and just abundance flowing its beautiful way into your life. You can call on Guinevere or Abundantia. I've never heard of her, but you can call on her and ask for her assistance. And then what do I have here? I've got my Deeper Desires deck. So what do they want from you? I feel like too, like, these were messages specific for divine feminines, but as if you are the divine feminine, your divine counterpart may be wanting some, wanting that love, wanting that prosperity with you. Also, if you are the divine masculine, you can take that message as well. I mean, you don't have to be divine feminine. It's just that these were the goddess cards, and I know a majority of my viewers are feminines, so I usually tend to read, like, geared towards feminine. But you can always flip it if it feels appropriate. Take it as it feels that it fits your situation, okay? So what do they want from you? We have nourish. Let me feed you, love you, fulfill you, and give you what you need. Power couple. Lift the skirt up and let's see who really is in charge. And then class. Every piece of you is perfect. Your hair, your eyes, your scent. All of you drives me wild. I know you're heaven sent. So these are the Deeper Desires. I feel like basically your person, again, doesn't matter if it's a man or woman, just kind of like sees themselves as being able to have like a classy future with you. They may see you as like the perfect pair to them that they could have this abundance and love with, that you guys, could have this energy of a power couple, like going off and manifesting, but also having that like amazing, like boom type of thing. Like for whatever reason, I'm thinking of like Beyonce and Jay-Z, like just like being like the top of your league, in whatever you do. You don't even have to do the same stuff, but it's like you're going to be the top of your league. He's going to be the top of his league, or she. And I feel like they want to take care of you. You know, they want to give to you, they want to love you, they want to nourish you, they want to feed you. I feel like they see you as a classy person, so they want to like pair up with you and have that true love and that prosperity come together. All right, so it feels like they do want really good things with you. This is what they're wanting from you. I also have, I'm grateful for everything you've given me, the good, the bad, all of you and all of us. So you guys could have been through some difficulties with this person. You may not be communicating with this person, or you may just be like kind of hitting, like you could have been having some ups and downs, but I feel like you're coming back up right now. And whatever you guys have been through, like this person is grateful for all of it. You know, they're just grateful for you. And they're also afraid of the love that they have for you because it consumes them. So I feel like they maybe not normally somebody that's like all about the true love. Like I feel like you could be dealing with somebody that's more so about power and class and like how they show up in the world. You know, you could be dealing with a guy that's like really about like the old school man stuff. Like, I'm the man, I'm going to go out, I'm going to protect, I'm going to provide, I'm going to go, you know, like, you know, get the fancy this and get the fancy that. And basically like, usually is all about like getting shit done, you know, in their power, like a true emperor. But this love that they have for you, I feel like is an abundance of love, and it consumes them, so it could freak them out to the point where maybe they're like, you know, pulling themselves away from it. Just because I'm seeing this isolated over here, so we'll get there in a second. I see your name everywhere, so I feel like this person has you heavily on their mind, and there's something inside of you that they know they need, but they're afraid to take it. So I feel like the universe is probably like, dude, or her, whoever you've got on the other side. Basically, that person is, you know, being reminded of you, wanting what you've got, but almost afraid to take it. They could be intimidated by you too, is what I'm picking up, is, you know, maybe they see you in your power, see you as like a very classy, powerful woman or man, and that can intimidate people. All right, so that's what I've got from the counterpart connections, just little messages from your person. And then from the masculine's madness, I have, what am I running from? Confusion. I'm worried about my legacy status, and I'm so lonely, but I just want to be left alone, isolated. So I feel like this person, like I said, could be running from you. They may be at this point now where they're like, why? Why am I running from this? Like, why am I running from prosperity? Why am I running from somebody that I could have, you know, all this power with? Or why am I running from somebody that, like, I'm, you know, naturally compelled to protect, or the one that I'm wanting to like fulfill and sustain and have, you know, these beautiful things in my life. Like, why am I doing this? But I feel like some of it is because of their legacy and their status. I feel like I said, this person's somebody that's super focused on their finances. They're super focused on what their friends say or what people around them are going to think, you know. So it's almost like they're choosing to isolate themselves away from you and are confused about it because they may not be like putting two and two together. But I feel like that could be a big thing here because it feels like they're looking for the perfect person to be the, you know, the yin to the yang or whatever. They're looking for the other half of the show that's going to basically help them with this. And I feel like a part of them knows that it could be you, but they could also be just like, I don't know. I'm better off on my own. I do everything on my own good. Like, I'm just going to keep running. I'm over here. But at the same time, they're lonely. So like I said, this person, I really do feel has true love for you, sees you in your power, sees you as classy. It's almost like maybe they just haven't dealt with somebody like you. So it almost overwhelms them. And they're like, I just got to pull myself away. But even in this time of being pulled away, they're confused about it. Is still, you know, focusing on their status, their legacy, and all of that type of stuff. So I'm going to use my new deck from the Llewellyn Company real quick, too. This is a tarot. I forget the name. Wizard's Tarot. All right, so we've got the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Ace of Wands. So I feel like, you know, when it comes to you, it's like, I feel like they do have a very magnetic attraction to you. I feel like they get confused as to why they don't just allow themselves to embrace it. I definitely feel like they may want like a night of passion with you right now. I also feel like, you know, they want to open up to you. All right. And they could feel like you're closed off to them too, because I feel like definitely if you're in your power and you're classy, you know, you're this Queen of Wands, you may not be letting this person like really like mess with you anymore. Like you could just be focusing on your status and your legacy, your class, your whatever it is that you're building up. I feel like you're focused on prosperity. And in doing that, because I'm also seeing like I'm so proud of you, I feel like in whatever that is, like they could feel like you're now closed off to them. Because this is about what do they want. And the Four of Pentacles, that's about, you know, being, you know, guarded and freaked out about my money and like I'm just going to close myself off. But because it's in reverse, I feel like they want you to open up to them or they want to open up to you. But again, this is what do they want from you. And I think what they want from you is your time, your energy, your love, like to give to you, to not have this confusion, to get passionate and to have, you know, a night where they can just enjoy you and be open with you. But I also feel like they have some issues with that at the same time. Now, again, I feel like they do want to resurrect whatever's happened here, because Judgment's about resurrection, it's rising from the dead. These are like little ghosts of the past, so I feel like the two of you, you know, you could have even had like times where you started in fault, or this could just be something that's coming in to resurrect what you've been through in your life. And this person could be confused as into, should I go towards this person or not? And you may be confused as, should I open up or not? Maybe you've already been through some difficult stuff. Because it feels like Capricorn energy, you know, like, and that's Queen of Pentacles energy, where it's like, throw yourself into work, throw yourself into your money, throw yourself into just like closing up emotionally and just getting your shit done. But sometimes that's almost like a magnetic thing for people because they can feel the power that you've got, or they can feel like where you're headed, you know, and it's almost like they want to go along for the ride because they want to have that 10 of Cups with you. So this person sees you as the nurturer, as that valuable, you know, loving, stable woman. But again, this could be a little intimidating too for some people. Now take what resonates within this, because I definitely feel like they see you as classy and they like that about you, they desire that about you, but there's also something here that, like, you know, they're consumed within and they're afraid to take. So maybe, like I said, maybe they're used to people who don't really measure up the way that you do, or maybe they're just afraid that, like, you're not going to see them in the way that they want you to see them. Like maybe they're feeling, you know, they're just confused basically. And that's why I'm getting like mixtures, because I feel like they don't even really know what the hell they're running from, because this isn't something you run from, you know. She's very loving and nurturing. Like you don't run from your happy ending. But I think this is what they want with you. They do want to have that powerful happy ending. Some of you, they may want a family with you, or some of you, it may just be more so like a power couple type of duo thing. Whatever it is that you know is going to make them happy is what they're wanting with you. And then from the journey of love here, I'm so proud of you. Dreams. So I feel like I said, you're going after your dreams, you're manifesting your happy ending, regardless of what's going on here with this person. And I feel like they're proud of you for that, you know. And you could have in the past chased them, and that's maybe why they were running. Maybe now you're no longer chasing them, and they're like, wait, what? Who am I running from, you know? And it says speechless. I can't find the right words. So I'm picking up again that like the song that came through when I channeled this card was that song Speechless. Seeing you standing there in that dress leaves this person speechless. So I do feel like there's something about you that they see as being like perfect, and that may like take their words away. It may make them kind of like close up and not know exactly what to say. You know, they get a little weird because they're afraid of it. It consumes them, the feelings that they have. But they've wanted you since the moment they saw you. I just feel like they don't know how to express that to you, or they don't even know how to accept that within themselves. But they also can't find the right words to like even speak to you right now to probably open things back up, or to see if they can open things back up. They could be afraid of rejection, so they're like, I'm just gonna hold myself over here. But from the love and lust, I have, you knew right away that they were it for you. There were no second thoughts. You saw them, and in an instant, deep in your bones, your soul has known their soul lifetimes ago. So I feel like the minute you met this person, you kind of sense this, okay? Like you probably have some sort of inkling here that like there's something significant with them that, you know, even though things may have been kind of difficult, you're still grateful for it too, because maybe it propelled you to go after your dreams. Maybe it gave you some more power. Maybe it pushed you to step into like more of a place of abundance and class and love. And, you know, I do feel like you could be closed up a little bit, but I feel like you're also going, like, chasing after your dreams. But at the same time, you probably know that there's something about this connection that, you know, the moment you guys met was intense. And I think that's what they like from you as well, is that you're so sure about things, okay? You may be very, like, confident in knowing things, like, about this person, like, just feeling like an intense connection with them, all right? Because, again, it's like, what do they want from you? I think they want you in this energy of, like, I just know that you're the one for me. That maybe takes some pressure off of them of having to come up with words if you were the one to say it, or if you were the one to, you know, remind them of that's how you feel. We also have, I didn't believe I could ever meet someone as rare as you. Now that I found you, I cannot let you go. So I think this is what they want with you. It's like they know that this is rare, or they know that this is something that they can have, you know, all their dreams come true within, but at the same time, they're holding themselves away from it, so they're wanting to be able to not let you go. Like, I feel like they can't let you go in the energetic, like, emotional sense, but in the physical sense, they could be running. But they, like, desire to be able to hold you and not let you go. We also have the beast is loaded and ready to release the burden, which tells me that they're wanting you again physically. They may want a night of passion with you. And I'm saying a night because of the Ace of Wands here. This can be like a one-nighter. I feel like they want a passionate new start with you, but this energy, this confusion, this legacy bullshit, I feel like could make this person, you know, come towards you, enjoy you, and then kind of like get confused again and just not know exactly what they're doing. So they may hurt you, or they may like come and go out of your life, or they may have already done that. But I do feel like they want more with you. They just don't know if they can give it to you, or how to communicate what they want with you either. We also have someone who's watching you, wanting you, lusting after you in unexplainable ways. You feel it and you don't mind it. They'll soon reveal themselves. So I do feel like this person's probably going to reveal themselves. They're probably the one that's looking at you and like lusting after you. Like I said, these are very similar, you know, somebody being ready to come towards you. Somebody that sees this as rare. Somebody that knows that this is something they've wanted since the minute they saw it, but also has a little bit of like that, like, this is weird. I'm not used to this. Or you could even just be different from what they're normally going after in the world, because their legacy, you know, it's like, you know, like guys like, like, or it could just be against what they typically do. Maybe, like I said, they could be a solo person and nobody would expect them to like couple up with somebody. I also have, I'm sorry if I've been super selfish with you, that's all on me. So like I said, they could be really more so about themselves right now, running, you know, dealing with people, like how they show up with their friends and their money. And, you know, I feel like class is important to them. You may just exude class. I don't feel like you necessarily, like, care, you know, about those types of things. You may, but it's like she's a nurturer, so she's usually grounded. She's not going to be like about the bullshit. She doesn't care what you have in your bank account, basically. I'm sorry if I feel like they've just been selfish with you. Maybe like before they've come for passion and seduction, and then kind of ran from you. And that could have been like a continuation of that legacy, like, yeah, I got it again, and that could have put you to close up. So it feels like you're done with me, so I don't try to bother you. I feel like they want you to open up to them. You could be like really guarded when it comes to them, especially if they've been selfish with you, or they've played some sort of game, you know, with you, or haven't opened up to you and communicated their true feelings. You know, maybe they don't tell you that they're proud of you. Maybe they don't tell you anything. Maybe they just kind of be off on the sideline, lusting after you, but not coming towards you. So you could be like, I don't even know what you want. And then, you are my safe haven. I trust in your love. So I feel like they know that you love them, but they aren't sure if you still, like, want them, okay? Because you can love somebody unconditionally till the day you die, but it doesn't mean that you still want to be with them. You know, there's plenty of people in this world that they love you. They're just no longer in love with you, right? Like, you can push someone to hate you. Like, you know, have that love-hate thing where if this person has pushed you to close up, they could be worried that you no longer want them. So they're trying to not bother you. But at the same time, like I think that they were running, and then all of a sudden realized that you drew back. And now they're like, wait, what? Oh, maybe they don't want me anymore. So maybe I should just keep running and doing my thing and focusing on the bullshit. I also have your stability was a threat to me and triggered my insecurities. Now I'm picking up two different things with that. It could be financial because of this power couple, because of this legacy stuff. They could, like if you had more money than them, that could have triggered their insecurities. But I'm also picking up your stability in love, or your like groundedness, your ability to like show up for people and nurture people. The fact that you could be somebody to have this with. I feel like that triggers some sort of insecurity in this person. Because again, I'm picking up that energy of somebody that's like more so about the single life, more so about like doing their own thing, getting their money. They could be very greedy and guarded and with their time and their energy. Because it's like, I'm sorry if I was selfish. So I feel like they're just about themselves. They isolate even though they're lonely. They run even though they're like don't know why. They want to nourish, they want to feed, they want to give to this, but they're, pulling themselves away. So there's some sort of insecurity about your security that triggers them. And like I said, I felt like they kind of sense that part of you that's like aware of things, like I feel like you have an awareness of things like with them, but they don't have that with others. You know what I mean? Like they're just... like, it's like you know what you want, and you're not afraid to go after it type of energy here, because you've got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you just go after your dreams. They may have dreams, but I feel like they let their legacy or their bullshit ego stuff come up and block them from it. So it's like they could truly be in their power if they stop caring what everyone else thought so much. I think that's basically what it comes down to, because our dreams and money don't go hand in hand. They can, but they don't have to. I feel like they're going more so for money rather than their dreams. Their dreams may be very humble, but they feel like they need to like provide some big show to people, or they feel like they need to be some big provider in a relationship, or that could even be why they want to be a power couple, because maybe this person doesn't have as much as you, or feels like they're not as stable as you emotionally, so that they can't do that. They can't have that power couple thing, that they have to be left alone because that they're just not able to provide the stability that you would need to get to a 10 of cups with somebody. Okay, so again, either money or love. I feel like for some of you it's just even maybe a mixture. Maybe any type of power they see within another person makes that little ego legacy thing be like, oh no, I don't want to mess with you because you may make me look bad. All right, Lapis Lazuli. Anyways, so hopefully that assisted you guys. Like I said, this person, I do think, cares about you, misses you, is being reminded of you a lot. I actually just looked down and saw every song I hear reminds me of you. And it feels like I'm being guided, all roads lead to you popped out when I pulled this one up. So I do think that this person is, heavily thinking about you, wanting you, maybe even lusting after you. I do feel like for some of you, there's somebody out there that wants like a night of passion with you. And that could go in one or two ways. Like they could show up and open up and give to you, because we do have this. It's like I do think they want to open up, or they want you to open up to them. But there's also, the energy of isolated and running. So there is, always a, you always want to be careful, because somebody could just take what they want and then run again. And they may not do it intentionally, but they may do that, okay? So just be aware of that if that's not what you're open to. Make sure that when they show up, they're nourishing and feeding you, that you're not just jumping into the booty and then ending up feeling, oh my God, and guarding up again and getting hurt again. So, all right, guys, hopefully that assisted you. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. All right, 2352. Let's hold on. 2355. All right. Lapis Lazuli, and I'm going to do these quickly because I pulled out a lot of cards for whatever reason. I'm using a couple of my decks. I'm using a Goddess Oracle. I can't remember the exact name of it, but my intention was for Divine Feminines, but you can be a Divine Masculine and take these messages as well. I just know that I have a lot of feminines that watch. So Sekhmet, that's actually an Egyptian god, and this is an Egyptian crystal here. But Sekhmet says, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures you a happy outcome. So stand in your power. This is like that Leo lion energy for me too. This is also Lyran starseed energy for me. So you could identify with some of those things. But basically, time for you to just be strong and know that you can have a happy outcome. We also have Kuan Yin, which is like the goddess of compassion and love. So she says, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So it may take a lot of strength for you to do that. You could have had some difficulties with a person or persons in your world, and it's like, ugh, it could just be really difficult for you to just be like, yeah, okay. No judgment there. You know, sometimes it takes us to be like a really big person to say, all right, yeah, I see the love and light in you, you know, depending on what that person did, it can be very hard. So, let's start off with the Deeper Desires deck. I have closeness, come a little closer. So whoever you're asking about, whether it's a man or woman, I feel like they do want to come close to you. They may be missing you, but the energy on this card, he's like looking down. I feel like could be a little insecure about it, or, holding it back, basically. And they may be needing to be strong. Like, again, because we're asking, what do they want? They may want your compassion, but they may also want to be strong to come forward to ask for this closeness, okay? We also have sex appeal, which says every inch of you exudes sexy. So I feel like they like that about you, basically, and they really like want more of that from you. I feel like they want you to be confident too. Maybe they don't feel like you're as confident as you should be because you're very sexy, you're very beautiful, like they may have messed with your head and made you feel like you weren't, due to the fact that you thought they wanted closeness, or they thought that you were really like awesome, but then they kind of like pulled away from you, and it may have pushed you to have to be really strong to deal with that and understand, like, why is this person rejecting me but also very attracted to me. We also have perform. I want a private show where you take off all your clothes. So they may want you to come towards them for this closeness, but on the solo, okay? Like, there could be a reason that you guys need to be somewhere private. Or they could just really be like thinking and fantasizing about this, having you kind of show them privately your sex appeal, especially if you're not near this person, because, like, this person looks shy. So they may need to do this solo, or they may be getting triggered at the fact that, like, they think other people are seeing this about you, okay? They may be like, yeah, you're beautiful, but I don't want everyone in the neighborhood to see that. I want it to be private. I want to have that compassion and that strength to just come closer to you and deal with you, one-on-one, basically, I feel. And I definitely am picking up the energy of like a striptease type of dance or performance for this person. I feel like they really kind of maybe think about those things with you because of this, but they may just hold it back. So now we're going to dive in with the counterpart connections, and this says, my past haunts me. I need to let go of the old before I can make room for something new. So I feel like this person could have had some difficulties in their childhood, or in other relationships, or even just with you, that's calling them to be strong, that's calling them to clear out that old energy so that they can, come closer to you. They could even still have some connections to people or things from their past that's blocking their future, and that's holding them back from being able to just be like, hey, you know what, I care about you, like, I want this new beginning with you, or, I find you very attractive. I feel like they haven't even maybe told you that, and you could be like, does this person even like me on that level? Because it feels like they're very insecure or nervous, or just, like that anxiety that makes it almost like hard for them to form those words. But they want to look into your eyes and get lost in your soul. So I do think that they want to make the eye contact again. This energy right here seems to be like the perfect thing from this person. They want the strength, they want the confidence to be able to look into those eyes and to tell you, these things. But I feel like whatever's happened to them in the past is holding them back. I pretend like I'm not paying attention. I see everything. So again, look at this energy looking down, right? This person pretends like they're not paying attention to you, but they are. And that actually confirms what I was picking up about the private show. I feel like if they've been seeing you, flaunting your stuff or posting pictures or whatever, they don't, like, I feel like they see that stuff, and that may make them want to come closer to you, you know. They may want the private show because it's like, whoa, like, you know, maybe they also feel like, you know, somebody else is going to get you because they're basically, you know, feeling like you have this energy of sexiness and that you just exude it, but they don't have the strength or the confidence to come tell you it. So they could be like, someone else is going to get you. Now we have you hurt me more than I'd like to admit. So again, for some of you, it could be that the past that they need to let go of is with you. All right. That they need to like get over and come into this compassion where they release the judgment and they just kind of find that inner strength to forgive whatever transpired between the two of you. Because it's like, no matter what, even if you hurt this person, I do feel like they want something with you. You know, I feel like they're attracted to you. They care about you. They want to do this, but they need to deal with whatever it is that they've got going on here that's keeping them from being able to do it. So now, with the masculine's madness, I finally see what I've done, new perspective. So I do feel, again, there's like this whole thing with eyes coming through with this person. I feel like they may, you know, have been hurt by you, but they may be starting to realize, like, that they hurt you too. Maybe they just didn't tell you anything. And like I said, I feel like this person probably triggered your insecurities, and I feel like you've triggered this person's, like, nerves. All right, like they feel nervous. They feel like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't even know if I can look you in the eyes. And in the time, maybe that since whatever went down between the two of you, they're starting to realize their place within things, or starting to realize that maybe I should have said this, maybe I should have said that. Their bed feels empty without you, so I feel like they could be feeling a little cold and lonely at night, basically just missing that warmth. And it's interesting because she's laying in the bed there. I feel like they want that energy beside them. You know, they want that private show. They want that closeness. They don't like feeling empty and separated from you. But I feel like egos and, you know, resentments are basically keeping you guys away from each other. So it may come, you know, you may need compassion and strength on both sides of this to be able to come out of, like, whatever it is that you've got going on right now. Now with the shadow work, that's exactly what I was just saying. Like, why do I do this? Why did I say that? Seeing those new perspectives. So giving this person clarity on their side within this, like, oh, you know what, they probably did this because I did that, and I did this, so now I realize, like, why they hurt me, or why I ended up hurt. Maybe you didn't even really necessarily try to hurt them, and they could be realizing that, like, oh, you hurt me more than I want to admit, but you don't even know that you hurt me because I never talked to you, or I never told you it, or something like that. I feel like this person's really, like, closed up, you know? It's like they want closeness, but they're closed down. So they've been blocking themselves, and I feel like they're starting to see that. You know, they're the one that's isolating themselves into this empty room. They're the one that wants this show with you, but they're forcing themselves to have to see it from afar. Even though they're pretending like they're not paying attention, they are, and that's what's making it difficult for them because they're not communicating what it is that they want. Now, with the Journey of Love Union deck, I have I Want a Fresh Start, number 13, which is a divine feminine number. So I feel like, you know, this person wants a fresh start with their feminine. And they're wishing about it, you know, like they could be making a lot of wishes to manifest this new beginning with you, or to get your compassion again, or to get you to, you know, help them feel strong enough to communicate, like, what it is that they're wanting with you, and to communicate what they finally see, because I feel like they had some sort of epiphany that they want this fresh start, but they're not telling you. All right, so they need to be able to communicate whatever it is that they figured out. And like I said, they did figure something out because they've got clarity. They finally see whatever the darkness was. Like, this is the energy of the sun. This is that illumination. This is like the, you know, in the tarot, the sun is like the happiest card within the deck, right? But this person's depressed. They're tired of dancing alone. And I feel like they kind of did that to themselves in some way, and they're starting to see it. You know, like they wanted closeness with you. They see you as being beautiful. They want, like, this time solo with you. They want to begin again. But I feel like when they had the opportunity or something, they pushed this away because of their nerves, or because they just couldn't, like I'm getting like they just couldn't say it. They couldn't spit it out. So now they're in this cold, you know, energy of wanting to have you beside them, and feeling like I just want you there beside me to dance with and to have fun with. All right, so now I've got the, what do you call it? The Wizard's Tarot from the Llewellyn Publishing Company. So yeah. All right, I feel like
what they want, like, and then again, I'm getting like a jealousy vibration here, because the Five of Wands is conflict, fighting, jealousy, competition. I feel like this person could be jealous by whatever is going on in your life. So you could have other people in your life, or you could have a lot of options available to you because they see you as being very like sexy and, you know, wanting that private show. It was almost like they wanted you to like close up to others and just show them this appeal that you have. So they could be feeling a lot of conflict, and I feel like they want to like get rid of that. They want to fight and win, you know, against whoever, you know, the competition is. They want the fresh start with you. So if they see that like you're dating other people or you've been communicating with other people, they're like, I want to win that fight. Okay, so they want that strength. They want the strength to be able to come towards you, to have this with you, I feel. You know, have this fresh start and to see, like, where it goes. Because I feel like they didn't even maybe give it a fair chance to take off. Or there's just something from the past that, like, they haven't allowed themselves to completely break from to have their fresh start. And it's going to require strength. But I feel like they want that, and it's almost like they're looking to you for that strength as well. So they're wanting you to help them to gain the strength for that clarity of the sun. So they want the sun, and I feel like they're waiting right now, you know, like the Three of Wands is waiting for the ships to come in. I feel like they're waiting for those ships to come in with you. It's almost like they're waiting for you to return to them, to bring them that fresh start, so that they don't have to be the one that, like, makes this attempt. Because I feel like they may feel like they're not going to get in, or that you're going to, you know, be off or with somebody else, or, you know, just being guarded, or, you know, fighting back, because again, there's a lot of conflict and competition and, you know, like fighting energy. So I feel like they could just be unsure as to where you stand right now, and that could be a result of whatever shadow work they've done. Like, they could be really seeing things like, oh shit, you know, like, I did this and I should have said that, and I feel like they could be in the woulda, coulda, shoulda energies, and that's going to hold them back. They need to get out of that and into the potential of where they're going. So they could be kind of in between this. Like, some of you, I feel like you have a person that's stuck in the shadow. Some of you finally, like, have a person that finally sees things and knows what they want, but they may just need a little bit of strength. And with this, I feel like they want to know the secret, okay? I feel like they feel like you're holding something back from them, or that they, you know, they see, like, they see everything, but they can't know everything, right? Like, they can see what you're posting, or they can see where you're going, or, you know, it depends on, like, how you guys are connected. Like, if you live in the same neighborhood, I know some of you guys, like, live across the street from your person, some of you work with your person, some of you are just connected through, like, different social media apps. Everybody's got their thing. But this person's pretending, like, again, that their eyes are down and they're not seeing it, but they are. And I feel like they're looking for clues. They're trying to see through the, you know, secrets of what you're holding back, so that they can get the clarity. Because once they do, they're going to be like, so they could think that you're, you know, seeing somebody else. Like I said, I feel like they really do have some issue here that's guarding them and holding them away, because they could feel like you've got some other secret, you know, fantasy show going on for somebody, and they really just want to get in there and get the clarity as into what it is that you feel and what it is that you want. So this person wants clarity about you, even though I think they've gotten some clarity about your situation from where that you've come from. They don't know where it's going, okay? That's what I'm picking up there. Now, I've got Fire Witch's Love and Lust and her unspoken messages. So it says, I had to tell you multiple lies. Because I was hiding a lifestyle I felt you wouldn't accept. So that could be why they were holding themselves down too. Or they could have even, like, had, like, an ashamed energy. Like, they could have thought that you were going to be like, what the hell? You know, again, with that judgment, they could have thought that you were going to just be like, dude, what the hell? You know, maybe they were, like, mixed up in, like, selling drugs for some extra money. Or maybe they're, like, a swinger who goes off and does some crazy stuff on the weekends. Or, you know, whatever it is, there's something in their life that they felt like you wouldn't accept. Maybe they have a secret family. You know, there's definitely secrets here, but I feel like their secrets are what make them feel that you have a bunch of hidden stuff from them, and it's almost like they're projecting their insecurity or their shadows and their darkness and their, you know, secrets onto you, because they've got their own lifestyle stuff that they've kind of, you know, felt like you wouldn't understand. So again, it could just be like a kid, could be an ex-wife, they could be married, you know, like there's so many things. And please don't take it if it doesn't resonate, because I don't want people out there being like, oh my god, he's married, You know, like, if you know he's not married, he's probably not married, or she's not married. But if, like, you've wondered, like, is this dude living a double life? Is this dude whatever? Is this dude, like, what is this dude up to? You know, there may be something that they were stuck in. And I feel like they could be letting it go right now, because they're still, you know, they're actually haunted by it. So they could have already let it go, but the shadow of it is like, ugh. So this could be this too, this shadow work, this, I finally see what I've done. Maybe they, like, you know, like I said, sold drugs and people died and overdosed on it, and now they're, like, feeling guilty and regret. They need that strength to have compassion with themselves for a fresh start in life, and to see and to not be depressed about what they did. Like, everybody makes mistakes. Doesn't matter what they did. So then it says, please give me another chance to make things right between us. So they do want a new chance with you. Like I said, they want a fresh start. They want to make it right. They just need to get the confidence and the strength to do it. And then I'm keeping my personal problems buried because I don't like anyone in my business. So again, I was already picking that up from this person, that they're silent, you know, they're secretive, like they don't share a whole lot. So whatever they've got going on in their life, they could even have like a court case going due to something like drug dealing, or maybe they were a pimp for some ladies or something. Maybe, like, for some of you, because I was picking up like the strip show thing, like, you may know this person from that. Like, they could be like your manager at a place, right? And they want the private show from you, but whatever. And they could be, you know, having some issues due to things like that. Like, there's literally unlimited stuff that can be connected to that. So try to think about your person and, like, what type of energy. I mean, it could be as simple as somebody, like, selling weed, or it could be something as crazy as, like, you know, killing people for the mafia. Who knows? Everybody's got their secrets, but this person does not tell stuff, and they bury it because they don't want anyone to know about it. But I think they're starting to see that they've been isolating and keeping secrets that are causing more issues and causing them to be depressed and alone, when they finally are seeing that they don't want that they want closeness, that they want this light, they want this fresh start, they want to be happy, and they're sick of waiting for that happiness, or they're sick of chasing after the happiness that isn't manifesting in their world. We also have, I need your unconditional love and affection to help heal my tortured soul. So again, whatever they've been through, I feel like they're beating, for some of you, this person didn't even do anything that bad. They're just beating up themselves, like, really, really badly about whatever they went through in their past. It could be depression, could be bipolar, you know, it could be anxiety. Like, a lot of people will, like, just be their own worst enemy due to their mind, you know, like, they torture themselves. They can be like, you're not going to accept my lifestyle, because maybe they take medication for something. You know, people are weird. Like, they get weird about that stuff. Like, they think that they're not a good match for you, and they just project stuff, or they, like, assume things and don't feel, like, strong enough to see if other people are going to have those judgments or not. And it could be their religion, it could be their race, it could be how much money they have, it could be that they were a drug dealer, or, like, they were a mob man, but who knows? This person's definitely got something that's torturing their soul. Could even be from when they were childhood, and that's where all their personal problems come from. Maybe they can't make emotional connections and closeness with people because they feel like everybody's going to hurt them. Maybe they were really hurt badly from their, you know, parents. They could have been beat, or they could have been abandoned. You know, I feel like this person's been through something difficult. They could have even just had, like, a rough upbringing with their parents, you know. But then we've got, I fear someone else will steal you away from me. So this is a big confirmation for me, because I was feeling that from, like, the beginning of this, that they want you to come closer, and that they're looking at you and wondering, like, do you have a secret person? Is somebody else going to get you if I don't step up? But at the same time, feeling kind of afraid to step up, feeling like you may not want them. Maybe there's a better offer out there for you. So then I have, from the Love and Lust, my divine king, I long for the day to sit on your throne. Like a divine queen, I've kept myself clean. So you could have kept yourself clean for this guy or this lady or whatever. You may not be sleeping with anybody else, but they could just assume you are because you're so sexy, and, you know, like, they think other people are getting some private shows. I feel like they're their own worst enemy with this. You know, it's like, I'm not really seeing anything, but what they do see, everything they do see, they're, like, making up some false whatever, just because probably their trauma or whatever they've been through in their world. But I feel like what they want from you is this. They want to know that you've been clean, that you haven't been giving yourself to other people. All right, so you may be in this energy or you may not be, but I feel like this is what they want from you. And then we also have this person you're dealing with loves to be sexually surprised. They're infatuated with mystery and are turned on by secret eroticism. Move in silence, let the passionate games begin. So I feel like they want to have, like, again, that private show with you, that silent thing with you. Like, they just want to, like the intensity, like I can feel the intensity from this person. Like, no words are needed, you know, like you don't need to say anything to this dude. Like, you just walk up in there and you're gonna feel that, like, I can't even put words to it, but that's the type of thing. Like, you guys just move in silence. It's like you become one. And, you know, like, I feel like this is like the type of person, they open the door, you walk in, and it's like forehead to forehead to the bedroom. No need for words, like this, okay? That closeness is there, and it's like private show, and you don't even need to speak to understand what their body wants. They don't need to communicate to you to understand what your body wants. They're able to listen to your breath. They're able to feel the way your body moves and like how it reacts to their hands and to the different things that they do to you. So this person is very good at that stuff, but I feel like when it comes to like being intimate or, you know, having a vulnerable, intimate conversation, they close up and they can't do it, but they want it and they want this. We also have, I only have eyes for the one I only have eyes for the one I fall in love with. I become blind to all others who want me. They don't matter. I'm loyal like that. And I'm noticing blindfolds on both of these. I feel like this person may want that, you know, to like have the blindfold and stuff, because I feel like it would help them to feel more confident. Like, if you were blindfolded or they were blindfolded, they may be able to open up emotionally and communicate like how they actually feel. But I also feel like this is what they want from you. They want you to be like loyal to them. They don't want to worry that you're off seeing other people. They want to be loyal to you as well, which I feel like in some cases you may have somebody that's already being loyal to you because they love you. They just don't know how to express it to you. All right. So if you've been wondering, like, are they off doing whatever? I feel like they feel this way towards you. And then we have someone has a secret fetish for you. They want to worship you down to your feet, to taste you, caress you, explore every inch of your skin. Allow it. Tiptoe your way in. So again, it's like that silence and that, you know, tiptoe. It's like this person, I feel like you need to be very gentle with them, okay? But they do, like, I feel like they're almost like obsessed with like having you in a way, like they're obsessed with your body, they're obsessed with like your energy, they're obsessed with your mind and your spirit. Like, they like love all of it, but there's still a part of them that can't like communicate that, or they can't just speak it to you. But they want that, you know. And again, I feel like this person is wanting you to be clean and on your own so that they can feel confident, but maybe that's all they need to know is that you don't have another person, and then they'll be like, okay, I'm going to make my move. But in some cases, I feel like you may need to be the one that makes the move. I was getting the energy, there's a card in this deck that's like, this person's like, you know, oblivious to love. Like, they have no idea that you're into them. You have to be completely like in their face about it. But if you've done that with them and they didn't respond, I wouldn't do it again. But if you've never said anything to this person, you know, don't run in there and be like, yeah, but just walk up and be like, you know, I'd like to go on a date with you, or I'd like to get to know you more. I'd like to, you know, talk to you sometime. You know, you seem kind of mysterious, like, what's up? And then see if it goes anywhere. But if you've already like chased after this person and they ran hardcore, let them come to you when they figure their shit out. And, you know, you can be the one that makes a decision on if you're going to let them know who you're up to doing things with, or if you're solo, you know, and all of that. Because this is just what they want. Doesn't mean you have to give it to them, okay? It probably also is dependent upon what happened and went down between you and what the hell the secret, like, crazy world they've got going on. You know, maybe some of you don't want to get mixed up into that. It doesn't mean that somebody can't want you even though that they're, you know, doing crazy crap. So hopefully that assisted you guys. I'm going to move on to pile number 3 in Renee. Namaste. 4808. Come on, right. Why does this happen? 4808. All right. So last pile, guys. I'm going to go through these quickly because I pulled out a lot of cards for whatever reason. And after a certain amount of time, this thing dies and then it just disappears. So, Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines. I did intend this to be energy of feminines, which is Kali. Endings and new beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So you could be kind of like stepping into your fierce goddess energy of like Kali is a motherfucker. You don't want to mess with Kali. Kali will kick your ass. And she's been showing up to me, like, everywhere I look lately. Like, just random, like, crazy stuff. Like, somebody makes a post and it's her. Then I look somewhere else and it's her. And then I turn around and it's her. And then I pull the card and it's her. You know, it's like, she's been coming up a lot. So you could be having a lot of stuff that needs to be released. Or you just maybe need to, like, get into that warrior goddess type of energy. And just be like, you know what, motherfucker, this is how it's going to be. And with Ishtar, that's about boundaries. So there could be people testing your boundaries. There could be some things where you're just giving way too much of yourself. Ishtar is, you know, the energy of the Egyptian goddesses. So it says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So if you're tired, if you can't do something, tell people no and don't back down. Don't be like a little wimp about it. Be like, I'm so sorry, I feel bad. Just say, nope, sorry, I can't do that right now. I'm busy. You know, be kind of that fierce bitchy bitch if you have to. That could even be with this person too. Like, because we're asking, what do they want? They may want you to step into your power more. They may want you to have healthier boundaries with the people in your life. Or this could be how you're showing up to them right now. They may see you. Because this was like energy for, you know, the viewer, like what's going on with you right now. So you could be like, fierce, putting these boundaries up, you know, blocking somebody with their bullshit games, you know, trying to figure things out and just loving yourself enough to say no to what other people are trying to do and letting go of whatever needs to be let go of so new beginnings can be happening. It may even be just like letting go of something that hurt you so you can, you know, bring love in or like start something over. So with what this person wants from you with the deeper desires, I have games. Let's play what's in my mouth. Now, honestly, with this, I feel like this person may play games with you. I don't think they necessarily want to be a game player, but they definitely could. For some of you, you could be playing with a player. Or you could be having somebody that, you know, just does stupid shit. And that may be why you need to set these boundaries up to get them to stop doing those things. Like maybe you both kind of engage in these games of playing back and forth and it's not healthy. So you may be needing to be the one that's like, all right, end of game, new beginning. We're not doing that anymore. Then we have imprisoned, break me free from my misery. So I feel like your person wants you to help break them out of whatever toxic crap they've got, okay? Maybe they are playing games because they're miserable, you know? And it may be they're not even playing games. It's maybe that they're just stuck in a cycle or some sort of karma. I've got threesome, and honestly, seeing it with these, I feel like it could be that this person is married in sort of a karmic marriage, and they maybe want to have fun with you, because again, it's like, let's play games, let's have some fun, but they're definitely imprisoned into something that's not good. And I feel like if they're married, or if they're dealing with other people, and that's pissing you off, or if it's hurting you in any way, and you feel like you're getting played, you maybe need to be the one that says, listen, this is going to end. I'm putting the boundary up now. I'm saying no. And if they really care, they'll make the choice to either put an end to that or let you go, okay? So that could be the thing, too, is that you really just need to do this. They maybe not want you to, like, they may not be consciously like, I want you to do that, but they may need you to do that to break them out of their misery. You know, like if you say, I'm not playing this game with you anymore till you're done with that wife, or you're done with that husband, or you're done with whatever it is, like your addiction, or, you know, maybe they're just like a habitual liar, or just like there feels like there's toxicity here. That's why I feel like it's like they could be just focused on the wrong things. Like, let's just go out and forget about all my problems. Let's just waste all my money on stupid shit that doesn't matter. You know, like I feel like they need you to help them to be like, listen, this ends today. So there is a part of them that wants you to help with that, but there's probably also a part of them that's not even like consciously aware of it. So then I have counterpart connections here. I have no idea why. I have no idea how to deal with my own emotions, never mind yours. So again, I feel like that could be feeling like a game player. Like, you know, you've got your emotions, you may try to open up to them and communicate with them, and they're like, let's just have some fun, let's just play. Like, no, like, they just come to you to, like, help, you know, ease their troubles, or, you know, reaffirm that you care about them, and it's like, just give me some attention, just, you know, help me to feel better, because I'm so miserable in my life, but I don't want to admit it, I don't want to change it, so I don't even know how to deal with your emotions, because I obviously don't know how to deal with mine. I could be drinking mine away, I could be sleeping mine away, I could be playing with other people and you, and just, you know, being a game player when I need to figure out what it is that's going on inside of me that makes me do these types of things, or to focus on these types of improper ways of showing up in the world in a healthy way. This entire situation drives me insane. So I feel like there's a part of them that, like, wants to break out of whatever it is that's not good, but there's a part of them, too, that doesn't understand it, and they're like, it's just making me crazy. I think I've lost you for good, and it's my own fault. So they could have played games with you. They could have dated you and somebody else. Maybe you found out about somebody. Maybe you're the wife, and you found out that they were, playing around, and you were blind to it for a little while, but they could be like, fuck, like, now I've lost that person, and I don't think I'm going to get them back because, whatever they didn't honor your emotions, they didn't listen to you, or they didn't listen to your boundaries. We also have, it's like you were made specifically for me, but I keep sabotaging it. So again, I feel like this person could even almost intentionally do things to mess this up, just to see what you're going to do and respond with. That may be why you need to come into that energy and say, I don't care anymore. I'm not playing this with you. If you want to do that, you want to do this, you want to do that, fine. You can sabotage it. All right, so what do we have for masculine's madness? There's so much anger inside of me, hostile. So I feel like this person's got a lot of deep-rooted anger. They've got a lot of deep-rooted issues, and they probably just run from it. They probably don't even want to acknowledge it. Like, they can't acknowledge their emotions, so it just probably, they could be, again, like somebody that gets drunk and just comes off and like, like, fuck you. And until they heal those things, they're going to be that way. And they may need you to be like, slap. What is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, get them to stop with the crap. But I feel like this comes from pain. This comes from whatever they've been through in their life, whatever difficulties they've been through within relationships. But they see you as tempting. So I feel like even though they have this hostility, even though they're angry, they are tempted by you. I feel like they want you to help, like, calm the storm, to help break them out of the misery that makes them hostile, to help them to, like, have fun again in a healthier way where they're not, like, just doing it as a distraction. They're not using substances or women or men to kind of, like, numb their own bullshit or their anger. It's like they're just looking for quick fixes, it feels, and underneath that is somebody that's tempted by a person that they feel could probably help them to heal those things and to stop with that shit. So then we have, I pray you will forgive me, higher power. It's like I said, I feel like there's a part of this person that wants to get out of this cycle. They want to free themselves from the anger. They want you because they're tempted by you. I feel like, again, they sense that you would love them in a way that would be very beneficial to them, but they just can't, own up to it, or they just got something going on inside of them that makes them crazy, and it holds them away from, like, trusting this higher power. It holds them away from acknowledging their emotions. It holds them away from the temptation to be with just you. Maybe they're wanting you and their cake too, or they're wanting you but they're staying stuck in a marriage. There's definitely something here that's just unhealthy, but they regret letting you go. And I feel like a lot of it could be because you're moving on. You could be triggering their insecurity, or you could be triggering their ego, and, like, they could be getting mad because now they're like, shit, they're moving on. Like, they could have looked at you as somebody that had no boundaries, that you were never going to end things with them, that you were just always going to stay stuck and unhappy. And now that you're moving on, they could be like, uh-oh, like, oh, I better get a forgiveness. I pray that they'll forgive me. I feel like I've lost you, and it's my own freaking fault because I couldn't deal with these emotions, and now it's driving me insane because now I'm upset, and now I'm stuck, and you're moving away from me, and I don't like it. So they don't want you to move away. They're very impatient. They don't want to wait for things either. So I feel like this person's like, they may, like, just have a blow up where they're like, bah! Like, like, if they see you go out with a dude, or if they see you go out with a lady, like, depending on the sex of the person you're asking about, they may, like, freak out and say something to you. Because they're saying, I'm so afraid to tell you, with fear and anxiety. So I feel like this person's ego blocks them from speaking up the truth about how they actually feel. But they're also very impatient with themselves. They're impatient with this connection. I feel like they want to know what's going to happen. But they're just, like, stuck between this temptation and wondering if you're going to forgive them. Like, they're stuck between, like, their ego and coming forward and being like, hey, I don't want you to move on. Please wait for me. Like, please help me with this. Like, I don't want to hurt you. Like, I care about you, but I don't know how to tell you that. So I'm afraid to tell you because I don't know how to tell you. And it's probably going to come off as anger. Like, what are you doing? I hate you. Or I wish you were dead. Or just something totally opposite of what the person means is what I'm getting from this person. That may be why you feel like they're playing games, because you can probably sense that they do care, that they have, love for you, that they're tempted by you, that, there's something connected to the person, but at the same time they're stuck in that cycle or the karma that holds them in that anxiety and fear. And so when they speak to you, it's probably, or whatever they do to you, it's probably the opposite of what they actually want to do. So with the Ace of Cups, they want a fresh start with you. They want new beginning of love. With the Queen of Cups, I feel like they're afraid that if they give this cup to you, you're going to dump it out and be like, nope. So again, there's this fear of you letting go, but I do think that this is signifying that they want you to accept their love. They want you to accept the cup that they give to you, which is funny because he's holding a cup. So I feel like even though they're playing games, or even though they probably have, you know, like a non-committal thing towards you, or they're stuck in another commitment, they want you to accept the cup. They want you to, like, you know, be like, okay, I still care, or okay, I'll stay here, or just basically not say no to them. So you can say yes to their love, but you got to do it with boundaries. And for some of you, this may be a karmic lesson that you need to just say bye. You know, you may need Kali to help you to be like, no, I'm done. I ain't playing this with you anymore. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they want to grow with you. They want the Ten of Pentacles, which is ultimate fulfillment. I feel like they want to climb the ladder with you. Some of you, it could be like, they see like an abundant future with you. They see you as somebody that can help them to transform shit and like collect all the tools that are required to heal. But with the Emperor, again, this is somebody like with ego issues. This is somebody that wants to like have control and power. So I feel like, again, they've got a lot of hostility. They've got a lot of issues. They're impatient. They need to transform. They want money. They want fulfillment. They want success. They want all those things. But they can't stop playing games and being like a child almost, so that they can go after this. You know, they want to be an emperor. They want the Ten of Pentacles, but they're doing a false show of it right now. Like, they may look great. They may have a lot of money. They may have a lot of, like, recognition or something. They could have, like, a good standing within, like, some sort of way. But I feel like underneath that, you know, is a false emperor, is somebody that really doesn't have this, because they don't have the ultimate fulfillment. You know, like, they could look like they got the cherry-picked home with the beautiful wife and the kids and all that, and they got the big bank account, and they're so happy, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and they're out, and they're playing in the field, and they're, you know, playing their games, but really inside, they're miserable, they're stuck, they have something going on that's blocking them. They don't want to admit it, they don't want to tell you, they don't want you to move on, but they, like, don't want to, like, lose their control or their power that they feel like they have right now. So this person's got some stuff going on. All right, I'm going to use the Fire Witch's unspoken messages, and it says, others are competing to take your place, but that will never happen. You are my secret treasure. So again, it's almost like they're like throwing it in your face, like, haha, like, other people want me, but they can't have me because you're my secret treasure. So it's like, I'm not going to tell everybody about you, but you're my secret treasure. You know what I mean? It comes across in a way of like, they may care about you. People may be competing for you, but there's a part of them that's like, hold on, I don't know if I really, like, want to put this all the way out there yet, because, like, why are all these people competing for them if, like, you know what I mean? Feels like they're, like, opening themselves up for that, but they're also wanting you secretly, and they're not telling you. So we have, I fear you don't feel the same for me, and that you might screw me over. So this person's worried about their finances. They're worried about their, you know, their ultimate thing here, which is built on false, you know, misery. So I feel like they could be worried that, like, you're going to end up being just like whoever they're with now, or that you're going to end up being just like whoever, you know, they've seen show up in the world around them. Maybe their parents split up and the mother took all the money, and or maybe the parents split up and the dad, like, screwed over the mom. It depends on what the sex of your person is, but I feel like this person, you know, could be imprisoned in a relationship that they are like, this sucks, I want to go, but they can't. Or they just have some issues from, like, when they were a kid. There's definitely something about these emotions that I feel like have never been acknowledged, and they're afraid that they're going to get screwed over. They're afraid to, like, admit that somebody could actually love them, especially if you're moving on from them. That's going to trigger this within them as well. So they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm just not even going to go there because you don't care. You're just going to take my money. You don't want me for me. You only want me for X, Y, or Z. Like, they feel like that type of guarded, like, nobody could possibly care about me, right? Especially if you have been, like, putting up boundaries. So it says, I'm filled with guilt and regret over what went down between us when we were together. So this person does have guilt and regret, but I feel like they just can't tell you. Like, their ego is blocking them. Like, you know, their power stuff needs to transform. And then, when I'm ready, I'll follow you wherever you want to go. So I feel like, again, it's this person's ego's blocking them. It's like, eventually they'll get there. I think this person can heal. They can acknowledge their emotions. They can break free out of their misery, but they need to do it themselves. And you may be the one that's impatient. So they could be wanting you to be patient and not move on while they figure their crap out, and then, you know, are able to communicate to you and say, hey, now I'm ready to follow you. But you could be at a point where you're like, I don't know. Because right here with the love and lust, it says, I love hard, but so my feelings die slow, but once I stop caring, you will never get that back. I'm a lover you don't mess with emotionally. So you could really be in your Kali energy, putting those boundaries up, and that's why they could be feeling like you don't care anymore, and that you're going to screw them over if they were to, like, open up. Maybe they feel like if they open up to you, you're just going to laugh in their face and be like, haha, you know, how does it feel, or whatever. But I feel like you probably still hold on to this person a little bit, but you could be, like, at a point now where your shit's, like, just fading and fading and fading. The more that they stay in this hostile, toxic, like, imprisoned, whatever it is that they're all up in right now, and not admitting, you know, how they feel, or not acknowledging your emotions. Feels like, yeah, look at that. This is, they were the danger spirit warned you about a toxic love affair, addicted to a bad romance that never ends well. It is a beautiful disaster, both dangerously in love, the perfect chaos love story. Now both of you are stuck. So I feel like there's some stuff here that's been not good for you, and you probably know it. And look, your love was unexpected. I wasn't looking for a relationship. Then you showed up. Your beauty dazed me. Your scent captured me. And your eyes abducted my soul. So I feel like you came in at a time in this person where they weren't even looking at all. You know, and that may be because of marriage, or that may be because they were just, like, non-committal, playing the field, you know, dating all these people, being, like, the game player, drinking, partying, doing whatever. And it's like you guys found your divine counterparts. Both souls found their way back home to each other. A love that's meant to last 1,000 lifetimes. But right now, it's not good for you. Right now, it's unhealthy. Right now, it's causing you to be like, what do I do with this? I got to put these boundaries up. I got to say no. So it's probably a test to make you stand in your power. And it's probably a test to make them put down their bullshit, and, you know, not, you know, to rise to meet your boundaries so you can have a new beginning. So I feel like what you guys need to do is have an ending of the bullshit games and the bullshit, like, you know, toxic stuff that's here, or an ending of their karmic relationships, so that a new beginning can form between the two of you, where the emotions are there, the healthy boundaries are there, you can have fun together, you can love each other, they can feel secure in this, that you're never going to, like, leave them. But right now, I feel like you could be on the verge of just, like, never, you know, coming back to this, dependent upon what they do and how they show up to you, or dependent upon what's, you know, inside of you. Some of you, I feel like, have already checked out. Some of you, I feel like, are, like, one last blow away from being checked out, and some of you just need to kind of put these boundaries up, get that new beginning from this person, and things can turn around for you. But, you know, trust your gut on this, and go, never let this person hurt you, okay? Like, don't openly let this person hurt you. Keep the boundaries up. If they're not giving to you what you deserve, then say no. All right, guys, so I'm going to run out of time, and this is going to delete the whole thing. Thank you very much. In Brunei, namaste.